Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Straight Talk, No BS. I'm Jay. I'm your host. We got Tanya right here on the side of me, and we have Cynthia, a.k.a. Nene. How you
Hey
ladies doing?
everybody.
We doing fabulous. Hi.
Y'all, we are so happy to be back on air. I know y'all been missing us for a couple of weeks, but we've been extremely busy.
Life has
I'm telling you. So anyway, y'all, make sure that y'all like, share, get in the comments because we have a good game that we're going to play today. It's called How Do You Know? So we want y'all to have some questions. Again, get into the comments, leave some of your questions, and we're going to answer them right here.
Don't
live.
sit in the background and not say anything. Just be sitting there chilling. Jump in, ask a question, leave a comment, something. Let us know you're alive. That's what helps us out.
Y'all, some of these questions are really funny. So y'all are going to enjoy this show.
But you know anything coming from you is just you never can tell. It may be completely
I'm telling y'all,
bounds.
we got some good questions. So anyway, before we get to that, y'all know how we do it. We go to what? What's on your mind? All right, Nay, I'm gonna start with you. I know you didn't had a hard week, so tell us what's on your mind tonight.
I need anybody and everybody that are believers to drop some prayers for me. You know, when you finna move on to bigger and better things, the devil just knocks at your front and back door.
Won't
So if I got some prayer warriors out there, I need some strong prayer. That's really what's on my mind.
Tell us what's going on,
Father Lord.
You know, start ending of one career, starting a new career, and you know, the people on my job just it's not working out. And where back in the day when I was younger, I would have walked out, I would have quit. But when you're older and you got responsibilities and bills, it's a lot of cheese that you eat that's kind of bitter.
Ain't that
When you got some responsibilities, so you got to hang in there. And I say this to anybody, not just older people because of responsibility. As you get older, you want that wisdom to know the difference. And so I'm trying to lean on my wisdom as well as my faith. But the old me, just 15 years back,
would have walked out the job.
I wouldn't have had a problem starting over.
Are you scared?
I am scared. I'm not scared as in I'm going to fail. I'm scared because this is something I've never done. I've never honestly tried to run a business. But at 46, all of a sudden, middle age, I want to run a business. And the only person in my way is me. You know, the only way I won't succeed is if I stay staggered and I refuse to be that person. The best color you can bet on is black. And I'm always bet on myself.
Ow. All right now. I mean, to me, stepping out, you Nay have always been the strongest believer that I've known. I mean, I've never
and determined person.
Man, never heard you waver.
I never heard you say there's something that you couldn't do.
Never. So hey,
stop. Don't be scared. Step out on faith and take the risk.
Ain't that what we say? Step off the porch.
You don't want to die with regrets, baby.
Gosh, and this is exciting. Honest to God, I mean, with that same type of fear, the fear is supposed to fuel you into like, I guess, turn it into a positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's what I've heard, like for performers or people who get on stage and do different things or whatever. And they say, I got stage fright or whatever. It's always that thing where people tell you to take that fear that you have, the bubble guts that you're having or whatever, and turn it into something positive. Because honestly, if you didn't have that level of fear or any kind of nervousness or whatever, then there's something wrong with it.
I mean, you don't have passion in what you're doing. That fear is just passion and love for what you're trying to do.
So girl, get after it. I'm excited. Baby. Do it. I'm excited. You need this. Like nothing else. And I already know I have faith in you. Seriously. Like, and that's for anybody that's watching this or whatever. If there's something that you want to do and you've been wanting to do it and you feel like, you know, you're just having that level of uncertainty and just not like, I got to get all this prepared. You know, that's me. I'm like, I got to get A through Z done first. Twice checked over before I do it.
Don't let time pass you by.
God has a way. God has a way of pushing you forward, honey. He's not waiting for Z to come. So
hey, Devon.
Hey. So
yeah, you got to get out of your own way. Get out your own way.
You got it.
You got it.
And it's
You're
easy as a parent. You tell your kids, you got your whole life ahead of you. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. And so now I find myself saying those same words to myself. You don't wait for someone else to motivate you. Motivate yourself. Even if you fail at doing everything you've ever tried to do, at least you tried.
You are your biggest fan. Believe in that.
I truly believe in that.
And you're gonna do good. I truly believe in it.
Like I said, I have not one doubt.
And by you just starting out, that's the hardest thing to do, just to start.
Ain't that the something?
The sooner you start, the quicker you finish the race.
That's it.
All right. Tanya, so what's on your mind tonight, Tanya?
Well, ladies. First of all, I have two things on my mind. The first one is I want to say thank you to every single body. For those who don't know, I am newly engaged, honey. Yes. Yes, to the most beautifulest woman in the entire world. I'm lucky, so very lucky. But that's the first thing that's on my mind. And anybody that had a part in this, first of all, y'all wrong for secretism because you're supposed to be my friends. Nate.
Y'all held it down.
But anyway, if you had a part in it, thank you so much for making something I'll never forget. Ever. I mean, never, ever, ever. And I don't know how you're going to top that. I just don't know how you're going to top it. Because that was a high level. That was a high bar. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so that was the first thing. My next thing. So anyway, thank you, and honey, thank you. But anyway, my next thing. You
gonna top it?
What she thought about me? I don't plan that. Am I supposed to plan that?
You plan in the wedding?
Am I supposed to plan the wedding? Is that how they go? Anybody that knows how weddings go, can you drop a line like Anyway, my next thing is something a little more serious. So the war that's going on in Ukraine, in Russia. Or in Ukraine with Russia and Ukraine. Y'all, I don't know if you know or have heard of the basketball star, the WNBA.
It's Griner.
So I want to know your opinion, ladies. Do you feel okay? So she's been arrested. She's been arrested in Russia. She plays for the Russian team. Like during off season or whatnot, and she was traveling back. I don't know. I haven't gotten all the details straight, so I don't know if she was coming back from Russia into the to the States, leaving that way, or going back there. I don't know how that was going, but at any rate, she was going through the airport, and she got arrested because they caught her with some CBD oil or whatever that had cannabis in it. Okay, that's illegal. First of all, hopefully that wasn't yours, homegirl, because that was just okay. But if it wasn't, there's something that's going on, okay? You know what I'm saying? And wrong opportunity, wrong time, totally bad timing. And so I have a question to you guys. Do you feel that she was arrested, or do you think that she was set up? Do you think that the Russians are going to use it as is it for money, or do you think it's based upon her social status, because she is a lesbian? Okay, she's married to a woman. And so I'm just like, do you think that those factors are going to play like a big major part in whether she's released or not, whether she's treated poorly or not? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, do you think it's just a money game and they'll let her go because all they're looking at is money? Or do you think that they're really going to harbor like some deep-seated like hate crime crap because she's lesbian? What do y'all think?
I don't think it's so much because she's lesbian. I think because of her status, because she is a professional player. Okay, so she has that gives her clout, right? Mm-hmm. So they're gonna try to do probably some kind of negotiation with the United States. You know what I'm saying? That's an opportunity, for them to get money. So, and she was just caught at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? And traveling abroad to these foreign countries, you got to understand that they are strict. Very strict when it comes to the laws. I mean, some of the laws are barbaric. I'm not kidding.
That's true. And I mean, way out of bounds, honestly. Devon, he says, I feel like she was because she's an American citizen, and you know how they are. They're already going at it because of the war. You think simply because she's just flat American is why, they picked on her or detained her. I think that's a possibility too.
Flip it, and I'm not taking their side, but with everything that's going on, I would have never chanced the whole canopy thing, period. I would have never gave them the opportunity.
Now that's assuming, Nate, that it's her.
She's saying that what is she saying that she was set up?
That's what I heard, that she was set up, that it wasn't her.
She said she was set up. I've heard she said she was set up as well, Judy. I heard both sides. But Judy,
I'm gonna tell you, if she wasn't set up, and she said that, she's looking at a harsher punishment, because that's one thing, they do not like to have their name dragged through the mud as a country that would set somebody up. Mm-hmm. So she's going to get a harsh. They liable to give her life for something simple as cannabis. Like I said, the laws abroad are strict.
I also think that it's a money scheme thing as well, though. I also think it's about money. Because she's often over there for that country, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. During her off season, she goes and she plays for them. You know what I'm saying? And look here, they as a foreign country already have a negative aspect or outlook on gays, LGBTQ, plus 9,000, whatever. You know how we got a laundry list of adjective, letters and stuff. But you get what I'm saying. I'm just saying they don't look at that in a positive light. A lot of foreign countries don't. They disapprove of it. You get what I'm saying?
I just don't think
we got black.
I just don't think that's a big picture right now.
Lesbian, we got money, United citizen. There's a lot going on right now. I
think the biggest deal is that how the United States is putting all these sanctions on the country. So
that's how to squeeze them.
I understand that. I know why they're putting the sanctions, but I feel like they're going to get revenge by using whatever leverage they have, and they have her in custody. Mm-hmm. Let's see what Devon got to say. Yes, because if we think about how many times she has traveled back and forth and never went to jail, and all of a sudden we are in this war and now she's in jail.
Leverage, absolute leverage. So
I hope not.
Well, that was what was on my mind, because everybody again, throw those prayers up, because this is the worst opportunity. Time for anybody, any American or anybody that's that's not from Russia to be detained.
And you never know how they're treating her, because when they bring her right, out front in front of the camera, of course they didn't polish her up and powdered her up. You know what I'm saying?
But she don't look the same as when she was first.
She looked like she didn't lost some weight.
So anyway, I pray that works out.
Yes, y'all. Let's pray
Come
for
home,
her.
honey.
And hopefully she gets to make it back home to America.
And anybody else that's
she has lost weight, Judy, and she over there in the foreign country. They ain't got no fried chicken over there.
Shut up, fool! Ain't no grease mix.
Well, now ain't
no grease, girl.
You need to go over there and work in the kitchen, fatten them up over
there. You know what
I mean? We need some pork chops. Y'all send us some pork chops, some neck bones, and something, cornbread.
Well, y'all, what's on my mind is that proposal. Man, when I tell y'all that was the hardest thing that I've ever done, that was it was so hard to plan. Trying to keep it a secret, trying to hide all these Amazon boxes in the house, going to work looking like a homeless person, and getting out for work, staying up. Oh my God, that was hard, but it turned out so beautiful.
Yes, it did.
And so for all the decorations, people ask me who did the decorations. I did everything by hand, everything.
No one. This place was completely empty. It was a shell with tables.
I did the pearl stars that you seen spinning around. I did the
trellis,
the
nice
trellis.
Flowers.
I did the trellis. I did everything. So I'm gonna do some tutorials to show anybody who wants to, sort of decorate an event. I will show you how to do it. And hey, I am gonna show when I get some time. I'm gonna show y'all how I invented that whole backdrop of her proposal.
It was beautiful.
I changed my mind for what's on my mind. Judy got so much up her sleeve. By the time she get through teaching classes, she's gonna be the dean of her own damn school.
Say it again. Say it again one more time, like you say, for the people in the back.
The dean of her own.
Dean.
I'm gonna be the dean.
Complete dean.
Hey,
and she may not get to it. That's why I said she lied, because she got too many. She done already started cooking on the next time.
Okay, I'm gonna change my career to an event planner. That's what I think I want to do.
But
I want to plan events.
I really think that's nice. I want to do something like that.
Well, we want to try.
I would like to do that. That's fun.
Anybody who wants their event,
but I can fry your ass some chicken.
We're gonna have you in the kitchen front. Yeah, you'll be the caterer. So what we're gonna do, anybody who want their event done or whatever, we probably give you a huge discount.
Oh,
how about that? We'll find the venue.
Straight talk discount.
We'll find the venue and we'll decorate it.
Okay.
And don't come talking about no cheap prices because we like to eat too.
Oh my God.
Greedy.
Okay.
Black people just awful.
No,
Yeah.
I'm playing, y'all. I play.
She ain't playing. She's so for real. It's like
I'm
for real.
so serious.
For real.
This straight talk, no bullshit. I likes to eat.
Okay, there it is, bitch. There it is.
All right, for y'all who don't know, we playing a game tonight. It's called How Do You Know? And I want y'all to get into the comments, drop y'all questions. If y'all got any questions that y'all want us to ask, okay? So I'm going to start this out. This How Do You Know?
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Well, how do you know if a man is still staying at home with his mama? That's what I want to know. How do you know if a man that you are talking to is still staying at home with mama without him telling you?
He always talking about his mama.
Okay.
Like
The
he a
nigga
mama's
always
boy to
smelling
the
like
soul.
Tide
Like
Gang. Old people use Tide Gang. He always smelling like Tide and Gang. That nigga still at home with his mama.
So you trying to say a man ain't capable of smelling like Tide
No,
and Gang on his
no,
own? Them
no.
mama sense.
No.
Oh man, you dumb.
But mama is always blowing up the phone. He always on the phone with his mama. You think he cheating with a mistress or something?
Hold on, his mama. Mama got a special mama.
She got her own special ringtone.
Wait a minute
Mama,
now. I got my own ringtone. Hold on now. Wait a minute now.
You know your kids got a ringtone for you. Quit playing, like you got that one ringtone.
That was.
But they staying at home with their mama.
How about when they pull up in the car to come pick you up? They got that big old thick Bible on the dash. They got that big Bible on the dashboard. That big thick Bible. You know that big thick Bible that mama keep in the car up on the dashboard.
Sunday, so she got it up there on Sunday. So
it ain't on Sunday. It's all throughout the week.
Oh my baby,
don't play. She got to rebuke them devils out throughout the week.
Daily.
You know, so she don't get that road rage while she driving. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Father. Thank you, Father.
His mama. Every time y'all go out to eat, he say he gonna take his mama a dinner.
Gotta bring her back the leftovers.
I
gotta bring my mama back her leftovers. I gotta take her back to the house. Oh, okay.
Now, how about in the car? I'm back to the car, and you look in the back seat, and you got mama's big bloomers in the back of the car. Her laundry in the back of the car.
I disagree. Mama ain't got no drawers in the back.
I'm gonna leave him in that car with his mama. If I see a nigga his mama drawers in her car.
Drawers in the car. I don't think so.
I don't think we need to conversate.
We don't leave no drawers in the car now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Women do.
If she done her laundry, she done done her laundry or something, went to the laundry bed or something. I don't know. And she ain't unpacked the car.
They're going in the back seat.
Okay, and he need to use the car to come see you. Yeah.
How else you know somebody that you date still stay at home with their mama? I'm thinking because that's pretty
always
good.
Talking about Southern cooking. Do you know how to cook collard greens and candy?
Like my mama. Like my mama. Oh, okay. Those who are watching or tuning in, y'all, we playing a game show called How Do You Know? And the first one popping off is
how do you know if a man still stay at home with his mama?
What are the signs? Like,
if y'all got some comments, please let us know.
How do you pick it up? Because if you happen to pick up on any of these signs, please run. Leave him alone. Don't fool with him.
No, don't say leave him alone. If he's alone, leave him alone. What if mama's sick or something like that? She needs
What if he's still in college or going to school?
No. Don't just throw him to the wolves right away.
You better find out all the details. 9 times out of 10, these days, they ain't staying with mama for them reasons.
Lexi says, laugh out loud. That's me. I'm mama's girl.
So all right. So how you look? What's the signs, Miss Lexi?
Lexi, tell us, what are the signs that you get that a woman or a man is still staying at home with mama?
I don't know why my son ain't said nothing. He should have a list of shit to say.
You will not be fronting Davon like that. You will not be fronting him out.
My baby.
Mama love you, baby.
You ain't no good.
No, talking about my baby. You won't know you won't not tonight. Now,
while
maybe another night.
While Lexi is answering that question, I'm gonna move on to the next one.
All right.
Y'all, if the sex is good with a man or a woman, would you keep creeping with them if they was married?
Repeat that one more time, because somebody had to go and
I'm gonna repeat it one more time, but let me get lexicon.
One more
She
time.
said they talk about her 24/7.
I said
Yes,
that.
honey,
I said
yes.
that, honey. That's how you know.
They always talking about
all
mama.
the time. Yes, I did.
I said, if the sex is good, would you keep creeping with that married person? You had to bow your head on that one. Did you have to bow your head?
A whole
need
year
to
and a
know.
half I did. I left home for my side piece. I left home for my side piece. I ain't scared to say it.
So the sex was good, bitch.
I ain't look.
Was a good girl.
SOS and every weekend, not every other, but every weekend. It was
Talking
supposed
about
to be
girl,
every
talking
other.
about, girl, come save me, and then the next few days, girl, where you at? Girl, you know
It was
where I'm
supposed
at.
to be every other. I don't even know why you asked that question.
Oh, we know that.
Lexi said, ooh, oh no, that's a death wish.
Wait, is it a death wish? Girl, tell us why. Tell us why. Tell us why. Jay, would you, if the sex was good? If the sex was good,
Be honest, straight talk.
I straight talk, no bullshit. If it was good, bitch, would you stay here, girl?
I try to cut it back a little bit.
She lied.
I did try. Honest to God, I did. But I was more lonely at home.
We said,
I would cut it back a little bit.
You could have back.
Just a little bit.
Who you know finna stop creeping with? And so I'm answering the question, by the way, by myself. Who you know gonna stop creeping if the sex is good? Honey, I'm finna get it in for as long as I can, while I can, before the other find out some shit, then I got to stop. Because you know everything is done in the dark.
All right.
Will come to the light.
So you know you're only gonna have fun for a little while. So while you having your fun, you better go on and jump in with both feet. Both of them. Nay, I think you jumped in with your ponytail too, bitch. I'm just saying.
Y'all see it's still crooked at the top. It's crooked leg. It's crooked.
Dumb.
Okay.
Dumb.
My next question.
Come on with it now, Jay.
How do you know if a man or woman, I would say a man, how do you know if a man still has feelings for his baby mama?
If she still can pop up whenever she wants.
I was just about to say, she still got a key to the apartment or something. Or wait. He takes phone calls from her.
But what about taking them phone calls and walking to the next room? He can't talk in front of you.
There it is.
He can't talk in front of you. Nah, I'm gonna tell y'all the one that I can't stand.
What?
When he take up for that broad, or she take up for that broad. Oh, that's a fight.
Well, it's because
that's a fight.
It's because she said so and so.
Okay. She can never do no wrong. He taking up for her.
But you just don't understand her where she's coming from. You have to give her time.
No, I'm gonna give y'all one. That's something y'all have to work out between y'all. What the hell does that mean?
Nothing to do with that broad. Not a damn
Absolutely nothing.
What's the question? Say it again. What's the question?
I said, how do you know if your partner still has feelings for baby mama? Your man, your woman, how do you know that if they still got feelings for baby mama?
Yeah, okay. Let me think.
How about it, baby mama? Baby mama always rude all the time. Every time she talk to you or see you,
got an attitude. Got
an attitude.
Neck working. There it is. Neck working.
Yeah.
That part.
To me, they tell me that there's still something going on.
Got something. Well, that could just be her though.
Nah,
because she ain't let go.
You got some vindictive people out there. You do.
Looking at y'all. That could just be her.
I ain't gonna say that. No, because you got to give her a reason.
What you telling her that I didn't hear? What goddamn?
Okay. Any other?
No, I'm thinking.
You thinking now, huh?
I'm really thinking. How do you know that your significant still got feelings for the ex?
The number one is that he always talking about it all the time.
How about comparing you to them?
Whether bad or good.
Tell you, don't do that. That's
comparing you to that other.
Well,
Rebecca said that Rebecca used to fold my drawers like so and so. You don't cook like
Oh, and for man ever tell me I don't cook like his ex, baby, I guarantee you rat poison is going.
What about if he say you don't cook like his mama? back to the mama question.
Oh, I could deal with the mama because can't nobody cook like Nettie May. You know, you know.
But he's telling you can't cook like his mama.
I'm gonna say, baby, go to the kitchen and show me how to cook. Show me how she
I don't want to cook like your
mama.
Mm-mm.
All right, y'all.
Mm-mm. That's foul. That's just foul.
How do you know if somebody just wants your money? If a man just wants your money, or does he want you? How do you know?
Because he don't ever pull out his own card.
Okay.
No,
His or her. Because you know it's baby, it's real on both sides of the fence. They never pull out their own card. They sitting there waiting and looking at you. Y'all sitting there, the dinner done. We done got a dessert. They done paid me, put the check on the table and slid. We still having small talk, waiting on who gonna pick up the daggum thing.
And he ain't pulling out
his card.
No, how about he left it in the car? Judy, how about he left it in the car?
That's why I be telling all these women, accidentally leave your purse at home, okay? That's what you do. When he want to go to those expensive restaurants and all of that, accidentally leave your purse at the house. Baby, I left my purse at home. That's how you fix that.
I did. I left my wallet. That's what had happened. How you know, Jay?
How do I know?
How you know that they only want you for your money?
Because they ain't got a problem with spending my money. If a man ain't never got a problem with spending my money,
damn,
or a woman ain't never got a problem with spending my money, she ain't trying to check and say, well, I don't want to spend that much. Then that's how I know. They all about the money. They ain't trying to keep up with it.
Thank you for joining us, sir. What you missed is a game show, honey. We're playing How Do You Know? You have missed about 4 questions so far. Right now, Jay has asked, how do you know that someone you're dating, him or her, only wants you for your money? Answer that. How do you know?
They only call you when they need something. I miss you. Fuck you.
You ain't miss shit. You ain't miss nothing. Because in 2 seconds after the I miss you, no, they extra sweet. Around that time of the month, they know when you finna get paid. Around that time of the week.
We got a friend that get took every
month. I'm sorry, honey. We love you, baby, but it's real. This straight talk, no bullshit.
They break up at the end of the month, but when that third week come, when it's almost about to round the first, baby, get all them sweet phone calls.
I love you.
I miss you so
much. Why
aren't
you
baby.
Down here? I miss you.
You're giving away too much now.
I love you,
and baby, and they fall for it every first of the month, and then about the 5th or the 6th, they calling me best friend. I said, "What? You didn't got took again? You didn't got took again? What you need? Because I ain't sending you no more money. I ain't sending you no money to get back home."
But that's a sign. Is that not a sign? Like it's that certain time when you're about to get paid, like
that first of the month check.
That goes back to kids back in the day. You know, mom didn't finna get paid. What you doing? You cleaning the house, top to bottom. Your drawers is clean, folded up. They clothes. You done folded up drawers.
But why you can't love me when I'm broke though? Why you got to only love me and miss me when I got a few dollars? Like
that's the sign, though.
That's the
sign. That's the sign.
So Harvey, so I need a refill. So Harvey, so how do you know when a woman just wants you for your money?
How you know?
I need you to type fast because I want to know.
Oh, she want to know, Lexi. Y'all, come on, chime on in. I need y'all to tell us the signs that y'all recognize. I'm
gonna say one that we all as women always look over.
What?
Our damn gut tell us that.
Women's intuition, like it screams it. We know. We got that feeling.
We know by our gut. Our gut feeling tell us that this nigga just want me for my money. You know what I'm saying? But what do? We ignore that gut feeling always.
There it is. It's always a sad story. I know that's what
Harvey said. I said when they feel you don't spend enough money on them.
There it is.
Exactly.
You don't
make enough time for me. You don't make enough. You always busy.
Oh, it's always a sad story. My lights finna get cut off, and my food. I just went grocery shopping, and all the food in my refrigerator gonna spoil.
What? That's the number one thing for a woman. I swear to God, Judy. That's the number one thing. Oh. The
What's
lights,
that?
the water, and no groceries.
And my kids is in the house, you know, because I'm a single parent taking care of my children, and I can't have the lights off because it's hot. It's the summertime, you know, that part. That one.
You swear to God, I got a cup of wine, because Tanya, you hitting it right on the money.
Yeah, I done heard it.
Look, that's it. Something always going on.
Something always going on, child. I know it, honey.
That's the one, Tanya.
That's it. That's it. Mm-hmm.
Y'all got any more? How do you know?
How do you know? Throw it up in here. If you
I
got
need
something
to know.
you want to know, put how do you know, and then your question. Put it down there. Yes, Father.
Tanya, the main one you said that took me a run for my money is they use the kids. My kids,
Yeah.
need my kids. You
'Cause they
always
know.
throwing the kids, my kids, or when they kids get grown, they use their grandkids.
Oh, damn. And what's worse, a lot of times I think we think that it's just the men that do that. For both sides of the fence, baby,
Please.
it's real. It's real. Women use the same lines.
These
the
women running
same
so
stories.
much game. Okay,
It's
y'all.
sad. It's
My
really
next,
sad.
how do you know? How do you know if a man or woman is even good enough to date?
How do you know if they are good enough?
How do you know if they're not good to
If
date?
they're not.
Let's say if they're not good to date. How do you know?
So run for the hills type
Run for the
situation.
hills. And I'm gonna say y'all hit it right on the money at first. I remember when I was out in the dating game, I ran into so many, not women, damsels in distress that always got something going on. Waiting on Captain Saberhole,
Captain
trying to get that
Saberhole.
bread. So that was one sign. I always got something going on, like Lexi said. My light is gonna get cut off. You know, I didn't get my paycheck or whatever. Baby, okay, all of that. We
So
only
you know they
went on
bad
2
too.
dates.
You know you need to go
We
on.
went on, yeah. If you gonna ask me for money in the first couple of dates, I
There it
can't
is.
fool with you.
There it is. Don't
I
go
can't
to
fool
yeah.
with you.
If they asking you for something in the very first beginning, oh no, honey, we can't.
No, how do you know? And I hate to throw my women under the bus, but I'm about to throw them under the bus.
That part, Mr. Chestnut.
This right here. I need a little help.
I need a little help.
So, like, if I do a favor for you, can you do a favor for me? Run for the goddamn hills, cause she finna break your goddamn pocket. Every 2 weeks, she gonna think she can give you some ass for $1, and then
Ain't
you
that
come
something?
around and call her ass a hoe, then you wrong.
But that's what you're doing, hoish tendencies.
But
Right,
see,
wrong?
me, on the other hand, if I'm gonna be a hoe, I'm coming with my condoms and I'm coming with my own platinum card. Cause when I get ready to get rid of your ass, I'm fit to go. Okay?
She said she coming.
Oh
Stop
wow! Oh,
Your question was how do
so
you
again,
know?
how do you know if a man or woman is not good enough to
If they
date?
not good enough to date, they telling you lies.
Y'all ain't told me that
You
yet. Come on.
They telling you lies. You busted them lies
Okay.
from day one.
They
So
lie.
they adding up. All of a sudden, you said that you stayed over blah 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 blah. Well, come to find out, you stayed so and so.
Yep.
Well, you said that your mama was dead. Well, your mama is well and alive.
That's
you
a
said
big
you
ass lie right there.
children. Now I'm walking
Now,
up on 4 of them coming down
How
the
about when they
stairs.
be lying about their whole job, talking about they paramedics? I'm
Just
messy.
saying, she
I'm
should
messy.
be a messy.
I'm
but
talking
that's-
about one that you for.
yeah,
Said that he was a whole
a
paramedic.
whole paramedic, baby. I fell for that life smooth and hard. I did.
Yeah, he was leaving every day pretending like he was going to work, baby. He was on the ambulance. The ambulance.
Ambulance. I mean, you working on the ambulance, but it was bad. It was, but I fell for that. That was that stupid stuff. And when you catch them in them lies, it's like, God, you really trying to run them games. So hey, that's how you run. How do you know run? When they go to line to you from the get, when you bust them in the lies from the start, run.
Have y'all ever met somebody with poor hygiene?
Oh, stupid.
And be wanting to kiss all on you and everything else.
Run.
And they just look a hot mess,
Leave.
dirty, arms musty, breath funky.
Father, son. I think they froze, but yeah, leave, absolutely leave. You talking about breath funky and
funky,
ass and all
hygiene, toe down, toe up.
Run. Because if you didn't care enough from the start to even care enough to wash your ass, no, we can't. You ain't good enough to date. I can't do that. No.
I was told to tell you all that we have supporters watching, but they're kicked off Facebook, so they can't support. They can't write.
You're in Facebook jail. Y'all in Facebook jail, babies. It's all right. Hop on YouTube, honey. We on the YouTube too, baby. Do that.
I heard me say when they show up looking any kind of way and not presentable. Okay?
That's what I'm talking about.
First impression is always the last impression.
Thank you. You didn't care enough to make sure you was good for this date. I don't know. Okay, I know I can't even. There's not going to be number 2.
I done been on a date.
Shouldn't be number 2.
I done been on a date where the dude was casket sharp. He looked it good, y'all. He looked it better than I did. But when he started talking, his breath smelled like a pile of shit. It was time to go.
Damn, ain't that it? Don't that just ruin it? You sitting there like, oh my gosh, all like this.
Until that aroma just comes creeping on across like this.
Like, damn.
You looking around like that can't be.
That
him.
can't be this.
That
one.
Can't be him because baby, he looked too good. He's short.
That can't.
No.
Ain't nothing like a pile of shit to make you turn the other direction, baby.
Quick.
No. When they kiss on you and they leave that smell and you just keep smelling it, the air just keep blowing by and you keep smelling this shit just keep coming across like
ma'am, no ma'am.
What's that swell? So smelling. Like,
I done dated somebody like that with halitosis.
Damn.
I ain't lying. With that on the
they
date.
Can't help it.
And that fool tried to kiss me and he swabbed on my neck and I kept smelling this smell and I'm like, oh my God, I could throw up.
Ooh, damn. Damn.
Ooh,
and that's from day one.
Like, baby. And then wonder why you can't kiss no more.
You can't get number 2. They call you on the phone after the date's finally over. Call you the next day, tell me when we going out again. We not. Honey bumpkin, sugar plum, baby. No, don't call my phone. What else you got, Nate? What else?
Nate, did you have one?
I got one for you. I got a good one.
What is it?
If you look down at that man's feet and his shoe game ain't on point, and I ain't talking about no Jordans, but if his shoes is leaning to the left, you better leave his ass at the stop he's standing at.
So that's how do you know? How do you know to run?
How do you know
that shoes leaning?
Well, that was actually my next question. How do you know when to leave a relationship?
Oh. So when their shoes is leaning to the left,
they ain't gonna leave when their shoes is leaning to the left.
Nay, you ain't right for that.
That's the guys on the truth. That's the guys on the. If you can't take the time to at least make sure your appearance is decent as a person, as a human being, something ain't right with you because you looking for somebody to be your mama instead of your mate. Because it don't cost nothing to go to Walmart and buy you some shoes.
They could be down on their spirit.
Tanya, I've been down on my spirit where I had to call you to come buy me some chicken, but I always had on a pair of drawers now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
I'm like this. Don't accept that date. Don't accept that date. You know damn well you can't make it presentable. You're not going to be able to make that first impression like we just read. You know, first impressions are the lasting impressions. If you know you can't, don't make that date yet. Wait till you get a few coins. Wait till mama and them or a sister and them or a homegirl and them can loan you a few dollars. Make sure you get you some shoes and they landing. You're going to be real embarrassed one day. If they really got a lot of money, they were just testing you to see if you was all about money. To see if you was a gold digger. Because
it's okay for the test.
When I was in the dating field, baby, I would go out there comfortable just to see. Just to see if they all about money. Don't be looking upside my head.
It's okay for the date, Judy. I'm telling you, it's okay for the date. But I'm talking about when you see this person on the second date and the third date, and some just ain't adding up. Like, come on now. Come on now.
I agree with you on that level. But Jay, you too damn vain to be going.
I knew that was coming.
Time away. You don't step out no type of way, no type of how.
Okay, so how do you know if a man wants you or he just wants your body?
Because the first and only thing he's talking about is sex. No matter how you try to turn a conversation around into something intellectual or something non-sexual, we could be talking about food. We could be talking about the dog walking down the sidewalk. Somehow or another, that shit done turned into some sexual that you and him should or her should be doing. That's how you know that all they want is sex. That's it, period. No matter how you try to turn a conversation around.
If you can't have a conversation where you asking me about my goals and aspirations and dreams, you ain't gonna even get to the sex part. It just ain't gonna happen because I ain't got enough for you.
But that's it. If that's that.
So
to me,
what's
that's
another
it.
one, y'all? What's another one?
How you know?
How
All
you
they
know
want is
that
sex?
all they want is sex?
Let's see. How do they know that all they want is sex?
Anybody in the audience?
To me, that's just the number one thing that they can't talk about nothing else besides that. There's no bonding. There's no. We can't even link and communicate or
How about
connect
y'all
on
don't go
any
out
level.
no other, y'all don't go
Right.
go
The only
out
thing you do
anywhere
when you
else. The
hook
only
up
thing you
is
do
that.
is go to a hotel
That's
room,
it.
or either he's in your bedroom or she's
That's
in
it.
your bedroom.
Yep.
Y'all don't do no other kind of activities.
You're right. You're right. There you go. Show you right.
Well, wait,
Yep,
y'all.
you
I
don't do
had
nothing.
friends like that all I had was them activities. Just saying.
Well, if that's what you want to do,
Okay. If it's just a
mutually
booty call,
agreed
baby, if
on,
it's just a booty call, that's just what it is.
it is, yeah. But if it's somebody of a love interest or like a long-term interest that you're trying to, peep out and see or whatever, and the only thing,
Lexi got a question.
what is, girl?
Oh, wait a minute. When the conversation is
That's
all
how you
about
know.
how fine you are.
Girl,
Okay.
Girl,
That's a good one, and that's
you so
absolutely
fine.
Oh,
right.
I can't stand that.
Girl,
I
them
cannot stand
them
that.
lips. Girl, them lips. What I would do with them lips. Yeah, all that shit. Don't nobody want to keep hearing that. No, I want to hear that.
How do you know when you want to be submissive?
When you want to be, elaborate. How do you know when you want to be a submissive person? What are you saying? Like, how do you know how to let that be something that you do? Like, be submissive to the person?
Now, we already know you can't answer the question.
Girl, and that's why she dropped the
why I
damn
dropped
earbud. That's how she dropped the damn earbud.
Y'all being a smart ass. You don't have a submissive bone in your body, baby. So don't even attempt to take a stab at this question. Okay. You ain't submissive.
First of all,
you so goddamn dominant. You like damn
Girl.
Oprah on The Color Purple.
Bitch, look,
beating the harpo.
sergeants and shit. Drill sergeant bitch ain't shit out of line.
Left, right, left.
I'm just saying though. So wait, answer the question before you go to the next.
We are just. This is the old one. When they always want you to walk in front of them everywhere.
Nasty. Nasty.
Exactly.
Just nasty.
Okay, y'all. Let's see.
The question about being submissive.
She says, I'm very dominant. Oh.
Read the question though. Read the question.
She says, how? Okay, wait. Let me find a question. Dang it. Okay. She says, how do you know when you want to be submissive?
Okay.
I'm going to put it like this. If you're in a relationship with another dominant partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all both are bumping heads because you're both trying to be dominant.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you love that person enough, you know when to dial it back and let them take control.
That's easier said than done.
And I feel like sometimes
both, at it though, like the probability in one bowing down is really slim to nil if both of you are like that.
No, it's not. I'm very dominant, and it's like sometimes Tanya would play the dominant role back in the day. It was like we just fell into place. If I was more soft that day, then she'd be more aggressive. I don't know. It just happened. It's just the chemistry, I guess.
I think when you fall in love, when you actually get to that level of love, like not lust. You know what I'm saying? Because there is that difference. You get what I mean? When you're not in that lustful stage and that's all y'all, when you actually transfer on into that other level of caring and passion that you have for each other, like Jay said, it just actually becomes something that just happens. You evolve into it. One will be submissive. One will
be more dominant,
or it just happens. I think you find yourself wanting to be less hard like a stone wall all the time. You find yourself wanting to be like, okay. You get what I'm trying to say? Like some people are geared toward always having to carry that role all their life because of having to be a single parent, having to be carrying
a rough life,
period. You know what I'm saying? So you've geared yourself to be strong and stern and like a brick wall, a solid stone you can't crack. You can't, any sign of weakness or whatever it is, or it's not acceptable. So then when you get into a relationship with someone who's like, hey, let it down a little bit, dial it back a little bit. It's all right. I got you.
I'm here. I got you. You got to let them have you.
It's a little hard to do is what I'm saying. So, but there comes a point where it's like, hey, you really do, because now you it takes time, I think. And so how do you know when? It'll happen naturally. It'll just happen. It's nothing you plan to do. There's not a sign that happens. It'll happen naturally.
And y'all see me
just
sitting
happen.
quiet because it ain't happened for my black ass yet. I'm working on it.
It's
It's coming,
because
girl.
you don't trust. You
You
don't
don't
want
trust
to.
yet.
You don't want to trust
believe
that
that.
man and let him lead.
Yep, I
But
believe
Harvey
that.
says when you get married, when you get married,
it takes that actual I do to make you say I will.
I don't think so.
I do means I will.
It might mean that, but still, I think that you got, before you even get to the marriage part, y'all got to balance out. You know what I'm saying? You got to balance out. You can't have two dominant people going at each other and planning to get married. No,
it's gonna be rough, real rough. Two dominants together. Can
but I
two
feel
dominants
like
make it?
I think they can. They
Two
can.
dominants.
Yeah, me and
They
Gray are
can.
making it, and I'm the alpha female and he's the alpha male. But I mean, you know, I ain't going nowhere. Said all that to say that. So yeah, I think two dominant people can make it if they choose to make it. It's a choice to me.
You're right. You're right. You are right. That's why I was saying about it naturally happening. You allow yourself to do that because you're trusting. When Jay said you don't trust, you got to trust.
You have to
what's
trust
your
that other
odds?
person to lead.
What's your chances? Like, what do you have to lose? Seriously, what do you have to lose at the point of if everything's a gamble? If you're choosing to be and take a risk and be in a relationship, you may as well just go all full hog and be like, okay. You know, and when that person starts to show you something different is when you dial it, you go the other direction, though. You know.
And do you want to become
what Jay said in
That's
the
what I want to
beginning,
know from Lexi.
I think it's what,
are you? Go ahead, Cynthia.
Go ahead, Judy.
I was asking Lexi, does she want to become more submissive, or is she happy with being dominant, or is it causing problems in your relationship or anything because you are dominant? Yeah, I seen it.
Okay. You ain't no count. Oh, you can't have two heads on one body. You can't have two heads on one body.
I feel like if they balance each other out, you can have two heads.
No, when
If
you
you
mean two heads on one body, what are you saying? One person can't be dominant and submissive at the same time? Is that what you?
He's saying you can't have two dominant people. You can't have two dominant people on one. You know what I'm saying? Two people trying to make the decision. You're gonna bump heads.
You will. But I think that's where, like, I don't know. I think somewhere in there, compromise and compassion plays a role. Where your love and your feelings for each other, it has to come in there somewhere, because that's what's going to kind of, shift it. That's what's going to keep y'all from going like this, wanting to kill each other, to somebody just saying, okay, wait, I don't want to keep doing this. I love you enough to be like, okay, wait. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not, it just can't continue to be like that if you really love each other like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody has their strong points. So if you put this dominant person and this dominant person, put them both together, I think that you can make it. If you just realize I'm strong in this area and you're strong in this area. Okay. So I know when to let you lead. You see what I'm saying? I fall back and I let you lead. And if I'm good at this, you fall back and let me lead.
That's a good way.
I think it's just a seesaw.
That's an interesting way to
and
look at it.
if y'all level out, you balance, I think it'll work.
I'm very strongly independent. I'm married, but we both just have strong minds. And she tells me to let her take over. I do it so you don't have to. Okay. So when she tells you I do it so you don't have to, that's a sign of her telling you, baby, I love you enough to where you don't have to do or worry or struggle or have this on your heart. So let me take this over for you. But I understand the independence, because then you feel like they're controlling you, or they're not letting you be or breathe, or...
Well, she has to understand, don't take it as control, take it as love. If you love that person, you know that the reason why they're doing it is strictly out of love. It's straight from love.
Now, so don't do everything, other half, don't do everything like that. You have to let her have her voice as well. So it's a balance. It honestly is a balance. If you do, you are two-headed. Yes.
That was Harvey talking about you can't have two heads on one body. He said if you do, then you're a two-headed monster.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely. Y'all keep it show. Y'all gonna read the chat and keep bumping your gums. Honey, this straight talk. That's what
This is a show. We're
Bump
supposed to
our
read our
gums.
gums.
Bump.
What you think we're supposed to do? Just read the comments and not answer your comments?
You a mess, honey.
She's telling her that I got your back.
Okay. Oh, that was that's right. That's right.
I'm sitting here quiet because I'm listening to what you all are saying, but for me, and I'm very hard-headed. First of all, I'm a Taurus. I'm bullheaded as they come.
The bull, strong like bull.
My will for life and how I grew up in some certain situations. And Tanya, you said it, being a single mother and always having to figure it out. I don't mind letting someone lead me, and I don't mind putting trust somewhere that I've never placed trust before. But at the same time, you can't expect me to just relinquish who I am. I don't know how to be. I don't know how to be any other way. I've always had to figure it out. It doesn't mean that I don't want to be soft or feminine or any of those things, because I do. But the first sign of doing those things and something happens, then I've let go of everything I know to be, if that makes sense.
But that goes back to if you trust, even if you fail, if you have faith enough in y'all's relationship, it's just going to be what it is. And it's okay. If, say, for instance, now you bow down, you take off that damn shield of armor, and for Christ's sake, say, okay, Gray, I love you, baby. Take control. In this instance right now, you handle that. I'm good. I trust you. And something goes south, Lord forbid, something goes wrong. But if it goes wrong, so the both of y'all fix it together, as long as one person ain't pointing the finger like, I told you so. Mm-hmm. I said, as long as that don't go down, y'all are good. So what? You fail, both of y'all fail together, both of you rise together.
Yeah, that's right. Pick it up and fix it.
And that's just that. I mean, there's no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Lexi says, I'm used to taking care of my partner, but my wife won't let me lift a finger. I don't, if I didn't have to. Now, if you're not used to, if you're very strong-willed and you're like used to doing everything, and then someone comes into your life and they're like, baby, I got it. It's going to be fracking hard to let them go ahead and do for you what you're used to doing for yourself. But you have to try to let them do it, honey. You got to let them feel important. Nay, you gotta let them feel important.
The dominant part, it's like you rip. I'm serious. It's like you're ripping their balls away when you don't give them the opportunity to take care of you and express their love in that way. Because most dominant people, that's the way we express our love, is by showing you that we got you. And once you take that away, it makes us feel less than.
All right now, Kelly Porter. Thank you, honey. Kid, what's going on, kid? Y'all, we are having kind of like a game or maybe a conversation of how do you know, and a bunch of different questions. You guys, if you have any how do you knows, pop them in. Right now, we're on is it the name? What was it? The stubborn or the dominant?
No, Lexi's question. Lexi's question was, how do you become more submissive, or how do you know when you want to be submissive?
Right. So if you have an opinion about that question, jump in here, chime in, guys, because it's real. Keep it straight, talk no bullshit, for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a question I want to know. It's probably not a how do you know, but would you stay in a relationship with somebody if you got into a relationship with somebody and you found out that they had an addiction and you've been talking to them for quite a while? Would you stay in that relationship?
Before we get into that, read this one, because that was kind of like along with the one that we were talking
honestly,
about.
There can be two dominant people in the relationship. The question is, are both of you understanding enough to compromise?
There you go.
Yes.
There it is.
Good one.
So, Lexi, that's the big thing. Are you able to compromise? You can both be dominant, because I believe that we all have a dominant and submissive side.
Yes, we do.
None of us 24/7 is completely dominant. No matter how much we want to think that in our head, it's not true.
Now, your question was,
could you stay in a relationship if you were talking to somebody and it came out that they had an addiction, sex addiction, drug addiction, whatever addiction? Could you stay in that relationship?
Depending on how detrimental it is. Seriously, like, we are talking, we're together, long term, short term, it don't matter, however long. Maybe it does matter the length of time that you're talking to that person, but say it does come out. It depends on
matter.
the matter. It's this margarita. No, but it matters. It matters or depends on the magnitude of what it is and how detrimental it's gonna be. Like if it's gonna put me in harm's way, like look, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm too fluffy and I can't risk prison. So if what you doing and your addiction is gonna possibly put my ass in jail, I ain't about that life. I'm not a thug. So sorry, I can't do it. So if it's gonna put me in jail, baby, we can't. I love you, sweetness, honey pumpkin. I just can't.
I think
can't.
I think it's the individual person, because what's for you is for you, and what's for me is for me. And what I mean by that is, I've stayed with somebody that cheated. I've stayed with someone that was verbal, mental abuse. I've been with somebody that was physically abusive. So, I mean, if you hit it on the Richter scale, I've touched base with all of it. But the one thing that I cannot tolerate is drug addiction, because of how I grew up, my background, what I went through as a child. I just don't want to go through that. And that's sad to say, from the physical, the mental, and emotional abuse that I went through. I would never trade those, but if I had to choose a guy on wet, crack, powder, whatever, I'm going to leave him standing there. He can be a multi-millionaire straight as a blade, but as soon as I'm out.
Out. So basically your determining factor is that addiction you can't tolerate, that you could not be with, is drugs.
Hey, Keisha, you
late. Stay with them from everything else. Hey, honey, thank you for joining, baby. We're playing the game. How do you know? Jump in and answer. Put your
we're running out of time, but I have to ask this one just because I just got to. Would you marry a booger wolf?
Okay. Let me have that. Let me have that. I would marry the ugliest motherfucker on this planet, because I've dated some ugly motherfuckers on this planet. But I would marry an ugly motherfucker on this planet if that man treated me like the queen that I am. I would marry that motherfucker in 2.5 seconds before I marry a man who looks like Prince Charming but treated me like shit. Yes, I would.
All right, everybody that is in this damn comment chat tonight, y'all answer the question.
You gotta answer that question.
We're going out on this one. We're going out on this one.
This is the question of the night. Would you marry a booger wolf?
Would you marry a booger wolf?
Because I'm going to tell you hell to the no.
I said, Judy.
She said if I was ugly, would have proposed to me and want to marry me?
And she said straight up no. I said, ooh, after 19 years, it'll be 20 years.
Kelly, a booger wolf is an ugly ass man, the ugliest man you've ever seen in your life. Would you marry him?
A booger wolf. That's somebody.
So if I was
ugly as hell,
got a heart pure as gold, treated you like a
queen. We're gonna be the best of friends. We might even creep every now and then, but we're gonna be best of friends. But I can't do it.
I can cook. Nah, I can cook, bitch. I can cook.
See, I'll be hiding your ass.
I'm gonna
hide you. I'm gonna hide you out.
Damn. Yo, come on. I need to know, would y'all marry a damn booger wolf? What's a booger wolf, baby? They the ugliest mug in the world. They ugly. Everybody in public say,
listen to Lakeisha.
Okay, go on, girl.
Lakeisha says, I got to be able to look at them for real. Okay. Thank you.
Because you ain't gonna do nothing but cheat on them right now. You talking about if they the ugliest sucker in the world, but they lying. Good. You're lying, broad. Because if you can't lay next side them and be like, baby, you sexy, I want you. My body turned on. Some kind of physical attribute that's looking good to you, girl. Please, you ain't finna be with that Negro or whoever for long.
I like this. What Lexi said though. I like this. She said, that's it, Cynthia. I will marry an ugly, whatever. Because the finest person can be ugly as hell based off how they act.
That's true. That's so true. But again, I'm going back to y'all both lying. Y'all know damn well if you ain't turned on in some type of way.
If you ain't attracted to that person, more likely you going to go creep.
You finna creep. It ain't finna be. You can fix them up. There you go, girl. Right, bitch. Girl.
Baby, some of them you can't fix up. You can put Christmas lights around them and everything else. You just can't fix them up, baby.
I'm done. You know what? I know we're about to leave, but I wanted to ask that one question that our daughters asked tonight. I really did.
Okay.
You know, our kids, our daughters, they're about 23, 21, and 23. And
girl.
Girl.
Yeah, you ain't lying, Keisha.
But the ugly motherfuckers can
spoil you
take
to
care of
death.
their women.
They spoil you
Ain't
to
no
death, baby.
fixing ugly.
They in the kitchen cooking, cleaning,
running the bathwater, girl.
Baby, and sitting you on a
Paying
shopping
the
spree.
bills, giving
All
you
the bills
bread.
paid.
Like
But
you
them,
set.
but look, I ain't gonna
You
lie.
set.
Them fine motherfuckers, them fine ones, baby, they too busy out spending all the money out on clothes and everything else, light bill due and everything else.
Wait. She talking about a person's brain is what attracts me. Okay, you intellectual and deep.
Hey, I'm the same way, but that only works. That only goes so far.
For real. What's this one? Come on, beauty is skin deep, but ugliness goes to the bone. So I'm gonna
Harvey, you going to hell for that. I just want you to know you going to hell for that.
I can't even answer my question. I'm done for the night. I'm done with that.
You have to ask the baby's question.
I'm done with that. I'm done.
Oh my God.
Father Spirit, I can't take y'all tonight, but that's real talk. Oh, I need me a booger wolf for real. Get you a booger wolf, girl. Shoot, go on now. Shit.
Y'all done.
I'm done with all y'all.
Let's be clear. I'm talking about a woman.
Look, I'm just saying, period.
Oh my God.
Y'all crack me up. That's
ask the last question here.
Okay, so the last one was, like I said, our youngsters. We're talking about our young people. They're 23, 21. And the question was asked because we were talking about, getting in relationships and the things that you deal with and things that you put up with. And like, how soon do you run or you leave them alone? And the question was asked, like, how do you know when it's appropriate to go ahead and tolerate a person's flaws? How do you know? And that's kind of like about the submissive question. So how do you know when it's time to go ahead and say, okay, I'm gonna
tolerate these flaws that they got?
And so when do you know it's the right time to do that? Because one of them was like, flat out, I don't tolerate nothing from day one. I'm sorry if you show me that you wonky and crooked or whatever, I can't tolerate. I can't. And we were telling them that, we've been together for 19 years, I'm saying? She a complete tornado. Like, this is a tornado, she'll spread out real fast. But we've been together for a long time, and that attribute came out kind of like late-ish or whatever, but it's something that I dealt with because of how my heart feels. You get what I'm saying? Now, somebody that's freshly starting with somebody and you find out that they
got these bad flaws.
When do you tolerate flaws? Like, when do you say I'm good with that?
I feel, my answer was, when you know that you love that person, you automatically just put up with those flaws. You see them as less dramatic as anybody else. We on the outside
talking about, girl,
we'll be like, girl, how can you put up with that? You know what I'm saying? But when you in love, and you love, you'll put up with it. You even cover it up and make it so it's not so bad.
That's true. And
you start, helping them out with their flaws. For instance, if it's a dirty house, they keep the house dirty all the time. You'll end up finding yourself, since you love them, you'll pick up behind them.
And it won't be a problem for you. It's just an easy breezy thing. You'll be like, it's just them.
So y'all get in, tell us in the comments.
Even though we're about to head out of here, it's just, think on that one. Give us your opinions about it. But
Nate, do you have an opinion on that?
Yeah, because the man I'm with is a hoarder, goddamn it, and it can't be nothing but love that I'm with his ass, because he don't want to throw nothing away.
And you be like, throw that shit away, damn it, hell.
Yeah.
So when did you start accepting it? I mean, when you first met him, did you know that he was a hoarder?
I did not know he was a hoarder. I promise to God I did.
Yeah, that's
but
6
months into it, I said that I could fix it. I could work on it.
What she said?
She said, when you found out they getting a check for being crazy.
For real,
that'll help you tolerate it.
Oh, he gets some money for that aside. I can tolerate that for a little bit longer. He gets some crazy shit.
Y'all,
that's real talk.
I really enjoyed this game today.
Yes,
I really enjoyed it.
If y'all go back and listen, if you missed something, go back and check it out and leave your comment. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we about to get on up out of here. Anybody else want to answer that question real quick? You can, and I will read your comment.
But I think that this was a good one. Hopefully.
Okay, Harvey has something.
What is it?
He said, all have sinned and come short of the glory. No man is perfect in the eyes of the Lord. Just remember your flaws that they may be expecting. Remember your flaws that they may be okay.
accepting. I understand.
Everybody has
flaws. Everybody has flaws.
So expect them when you get in a relationship.
Yes, expect to have flaws. It's just like, when do you tolerate the ones that you know damn well you probably shouldn't?
Yeah, I love you too, Lexi.
Oh, love you. Thank y'all for watching tonight and chiming in. We really love y'all.
And we promise we're gonna be back again next Thursday.
We're working on this
life has been whooping my ass. Been so busy.
That's all right. Wish Nate good luck on her next stage and journey in her life. Is coming up, her new job. Oh yeah, everybody wish her some luck. Show us some love, girl. You got it.
All right, y'all. This has been Straight Talk, No BS. We see y'all next Thursday. Make sure y'all go like, share, and just keep sharing us and come back next Thursday and see us. Wow, Tanya, you taking up all the room.
I'm trying to show my ring, girl. I'm trying to show my ring, bitch.
She too much, y'all. She too much. Y'all have a good night. We love y'all.
Bye.